Y'all got a new late night addiction. You ready for this? Because once we start talking, ain't no filter. Welcome to Two Peas in a Pie. Unfiltered and unapologetic. Powered by Swain Family Records. Where real conversations live. Real talk, raw truth, no filter. Hosted by Kay and Yetta. The podcast where culture, music, relationships, and real life collide. Somebody gotta say it. Might as well be us. Every Monday night, the conversations get deeper. We talking music industry secrets, trending topics, relationships, independent artists, and all the stuff people scared to say out loud. No fake energy, no pretending. Just real conversations for the culture. If you're tired of fake podcasts, tired of scripted conversations, then welcome home. Two Peas in a Pod, unfiltered and unapologetic. Streaming live every Monday night. Tap in or get left out.
Hello.
Hi, everybody. Welcome.
Welcome in. How are you?
It's Monday, but I'm doing good. Today wasn't too bad of a day. Today. Yeah, I'm doing okay. The work was all right.
Right. Okay.
How are you?
I'm good. Today was a little off day for me, so that was good.
This is the first time we're not in the same room doing this, so it kind of feels a little funny.
It's a little weird for us. It's a little weird for us. But
yes.
Welcome to Unfiltered and Unapologetic, presented by Swain Family Records. We appreciate you guys for this platform.
Definitely.
Every Monday, 7 to 8. Make sure y'all tune in. What are we talking about today?
Ooh, girl, today we're getting a little deep.
We are.
We were getting a little deep today. Today we're talking about traumas and past traumas and how it affects you now and how do you fix it and how do you move on with life from it. So today is a big topic. Today is very deep. So I'm excited to touch bases on that and get into that. I feel like everybody has some type of trauma. You know what I'm saying? And I know I've had my fair share, and I know that I'm still learning from them to this day. And that's a really good topic, and I can't wait to dive deeper into that one for sure.
Same here. So we're gonna start off first by I posted this thing on Instagram yesterday because when I was out last night, T-Pain, you know his song "I'm gonna buy you a drink," right?
That was T-Pain used to be my guy. To love me some T-Pain.
Don't sleep on him. Don't sleep on him.
Yes.
T-Pain is definitely that guy.
He's definitely that guy for sure.
But as I'm sitting there and I'm trying to listen to the music, he said, "I know the club closed at 3." So that got me to thinking, like in high school, we used to always hear that. And I used to be like, I can't wait till I get to the club. So that way, I could be out to 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
Granted, still out to 3 in the morning. But the club closed at 2. When I got outside, it was 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
So when I posted that, everybody was like, "Oh, in Florida, the club closes at 3." But I'm like,
really?
I didn't know that. That's what everybody was messaging. They was like, in Florida, the club closed at 3.
Let me ask chat.
Ask them.
Let me ask chat.
That's what they said, girl.
At 3.
Yes, the club in Florida closed at 3. I mean, it's an hour past us. But I thought he was lying. And I was like, because when I got outside, it was not 3. It was 2.
Right.
It was definitely 2. And I felt like he was a liar. So my bad, T-Pain, because I definitely thought you was a liar when you said the club closed at 3.
That would say in places like Orlando and Tampa, many clubs close around 2 to 3 a.m. Nah.
I still feel like that's a lie. He was trying to get us worked up. He was trying to get us worked up.
Yeah.
I'm out here right now, and at 2:00 they say you gotta leave, and they
You
start
gotta
flashing the
leave.
lights.
Yes.
So I feel like, I thought he was still lying, but it's okay. We love T-Pain. T-Pain
We
was
do.
a great era in our life. I ain't gonna lie.
Definitely.
When you listen to T-Pain,
Cause when he hit that I'm sprung.
don't you get me? Got me
Got me
doing
doing
things I
things I
never
never
do.
do. If you ain't, then I'm telling you,
Now,
you do. God dog it, I love that. I love that song. About to make me cuss. Love that one.
no cussing.
I love that song. I'm not
That
gonna
song wasn't gonna make you cuss. You just like cussing. Talking about just like cussing. Talking about that song.
Yes. You know what I always think about those songs, because I'm a bit hopeless. I'm a hopeless romantic, so I always think about the R&B songs and Boys to Men and all of them standing out in the rain and they begging for their woman back. And I'm like, what are the men that do that? Like, I haven't seen it. Like, where are y'all? And they standing out there with their girls' windows with the boom boxes, with the music playing, and they're begging, and I mean begging for their woman to come back.
That's your problem right now.
I should have been
wasn't
born
on
back
here. I
then.
call you the B word. That's your problem.
I should have been born back then because that was so romantic.
They weren't doing that. It was for the TV.
No, they had men out there really doing that.
No, they was not doing that. That was for the video.
I feel like back then men were really. I feel like they were really fighting for women way more than they're fighting for their girls now. I do feel
They
that
were
way.
still cheating on them and fighting for them. So it doesn't matter. They just cared a lot more. They were still cheating and fighting for them.
Not still cheating. God dog it.
Still cheating and fighting for them. So at the end of the day, nobody was standing out in the rain, ripping their shirt off, crying. If I had one wish.
Why? That's the song that's right here. I swear. That is I promise you that's the song that's right here.
We would be best friends, love would never end. It would just begin. If I had one wish, I'd make you my whole life, and you'd be my wife. He was lying too.
Oh yeah, he definitely was lying. Cause you see what he doing now to Princess. And then I just saw not too long ago a story of him on social media where he was talking about how many women he have slept with now. And I said, ain't no way. Ain't no way you having that kind of intercourse. Ain't no way. That is very dangerous. It was a lot. I guarantee you it was a lot. It was like 500, something like that.
Oh no.
Yes. It was
like
a
you
lot.
said, it was one person a day.
Yes. Was
he is Ray J.
But 500, come on, bro.
Okay, let's look at it like this. If you was a man.
No, I lied. I gave him too much credit. Ray J recently claimed he had slept with about 12,500 women.
He's lying.
I gave him way too much credit.
He's lying.
12,000 women?
He's lying.
He gotta be lying.
That man lies all the time. He's a liar, but still.
The man said he was dying a few months ago.
That's not funny. I'm not laughing at that. It's just you said that at the wrong time. That's not
He said he was dying a few months ago. Now he in slept with 12,500 women. And he still
that's probably why he was dying.
Collection.
That weenie about to fall off. But
broke.
Laying next to him on his pillow when he wake up.
Not on his pillow. Lay your head.
On my pillow. Gonna be right there next to him. You ain't gonna have to worry about putting it in nobody else because it's gonna be laying right
Yeah, that was wild.
12,000 is
I
crazy.
would have never said that.
I would took that to my grave.
I would took that to the grave.
But I was saying, if you were a rich man in the industry, I think your body count would be up there. I feel like, okay, maybe that came wrong. I feel like you're not a whore because you're a wholesome woman, right? Because
Thank you. Thank you for correcting those that term. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, it had just came out wrong. Like I'm just saying, but for like, I feel like if you was a man with some monies and you was in the industry.
Me personally, okay, I might have dabbled and I might have dabbled.
Dabble and dabble in what?
I might have got into a little something.
So you'd be at the Diddy parties.
I wouldn't have been at the. I would have been at the Diddy.
You would have been first in line.
I saw a post that said if they arresting Diddy, I know they coming for me next. Oh my god! No, I'm joking, y'all. Ha, treat y'all. I'm really not like that. But if I was in the industry though, I have a little fun. I'm not gonna lie.
You would definitely the body and clarify dibble and dabble as a man. She meant women, so not dibble and dabble with the same sex. Or do you feel like you would be a gay man?
I almost choked. No.
I just gotta ask. I don't think I would be a gay man. I feel like I would be a very much straight man.
Very much straight. You know? No offense, but very much straight.
No, love the gay man. Love the gay man. I'm just saying, if I was a man, I would want to be a straight man. Mm-hmm. You sure you want to be a gay man?
Not me.
Why is your mouth tooted up like that?
I'm just not me. That's just.
I'm not about to play with you today.
No, not me. Nah.
Well, that's good to know. What would your man name be?
I don't know. Something sexy.
Sean.
That is not sexy. At all. Because the one Sean I know.
Okay. Let's see.
No. It wouldn't be nothing like.
It
would be some real like sexy, something you ain't really heard before. You know, I've always liked the Stefan.
Okay, we're about to get off it. Now she wanted to be Steve Urkel over there. I'm about to call you out your name.
I've always liked the Stefan, not gonna lie. Yes. Because it wouldn't be like no Jamal, no Daniel. None of that. That's regular stuff. But a Stefan is like, oh yeah, Stefan coming.
Mine would be Keandrick.
Mm-hmm. Where you get that from?
I've always said if I had a son, that's what I would name him. But if I was a man, I would be one to name Keandrick.
It's not bad. It's not Stefan, but it's not bad.
I think if the girls knew that Stefan or Keandrick was coming, they gonna lean more to Keandrick because he sound like a hood nigga.
Right.
A hood man.
Right.
He sound like he give.
Right, put it on the dresser.
Walking with the hater, you sound like you're gonna have a briefcase when you walk in. So I mean, I'm just saying.
Very smart, very much Amex. Swipe.
I love that for you.
Very much so. Very much so.
That for you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So you ready to get down to the nitty-gritties?
We can talk about it. Let's talk about it.
You want to start us off?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, that trauma talk is something serious, baby. I talk with my therapist for this. For years, I was in therapy dealing with
Mm-hmm.
trauma. You know, and shout out to the therapists out here, because I know a lot of people, especially Black people for sure. I know a lot of us feel like therapy does not work, and a lot of us feel um, uncomfortable
Mm-hmm.
talking to a therapist, because they feel like, why would I sit here and talk to this stranger about what I'm going through or what's going on inside of me mentally, and emotionally, you know what I'm saying? But to be honest, and I have always been 100% for therapy, because you don't realize how easy, I feel like it's easier to talk to a therapist,
Mm-hmm.
right? Than to talk to somebody that's like already in your circle, or to talk to your mom or your sister or your brother or you know what I'm saying, your best friend. Like talking to a therapist, because that's somebody that doesn't have no perspective. They don't know you from a can of paint.
It's non-biased.
It's non-biased, absolutely, very much non-biased. So I feel like therapists, I mean, a lot of people don't agree with them, but I feel like they're worth the money for sure. I do
They
feel
are. I feel like
feel like they're worth
everybody
the
needs
money.
therapy.
Yeah,
Even
everybody.
your therapist have a therapist.
Yes, absolutely. Because everybody needs therapy. Everybody has been through some things. Everybody is going through things, if they haven't been through it already, that's affecting, I believe, their daily life.
Mm-hmm.
And even though you might not feel like it's affecting your daily life, in some shape, form, or fashion, it is. It
Right.
is. And once you're able to admit that, then you can kind of move forward. You know,
Right.
Starting with me, my trauma started when my parents died at 2. That
Right.
was the first traumatic experience that I have ever felt in my life. And even though I was 2 at the time, and it might not seem like I understood what was going on, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a baby. But growing up, that was a very, very traumatic experience for me growing up. And then growing up with the mom that I have, and I love my mom to death.
Yeah.
But growing up with the mom that I have, and she's so much older than what my mom would have been. And I feel like the experience with her would have been the experience with my real mom would have been so much different than the experience that I had with the mom that raised me. you
Right.
know so I feel like all of that kind of contributed to my trauma, because as a child growing up, and especially because kids have no filters.
Mm-hmm.
So as a child growing up, and I'm in elementary school, and I'm going through things, and it's just like this child asking me, well, how old is your mom? Like, she looks so old. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, like kids have no filter. No
Did you
filter.
slap him?
I did not. I laughed. I used to tell people all the time, yeah, she was just old when she had us. She was getting her groove on. She was getting her groove on. So hey, and she didn't stop at me. She had me and my little brother too. So
Right. That was your story.
that was my story, and I stuck to it. That was my story. Instead of diving into the trauma, that's the reason for me being, with my mom right now.
Right.
That was kind of my story, and that's what I stuck to. But
Couldn't nobody tell you nothing different.
couldn't nobody tell me nothing different, baby. Kuzan had that Jerry curl and everything, and hey, she was getting her groove on.
Please don't piss me.
The doctors didn't think it could happen, but it happened twice.
Why'd you have to bring that lady Jericho into this? That lady Jericho didn't have nothing to do with this, and this is why. And another thing is, y'all will see, we will laugh through pain. We definitely will. We will laugh
Yes,
through pain. So it's not funny, but it's funny. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that lady Jericho had nothing to do with it. That was personal.
yes.
That was
That
that was personal. And you've been wanting to heal from her Jerry Curl.
child.
But for me, I feel like um your childhood trauma, often, if you don't heal from it, um, if you don't heal from your childhood trauma, as you're getting older, and your partner that you pick,
Mhm.
you love them because it's what you were missing as a kid.
Right.
And that love sometimes is not healthy.
Yeah.
And it's not the person that you're supposed to be with, but you can't see that because you're not healed.
Right.
If you were lacking protection, if you were lacking love, if you were lacking affection, if you were like, you find that in either a friend or a spouse, and you cling on to that unhealthy love. So it's like, I feel like that's why I said everybody needs to go to
Right.
therapy.
I agree.
Everybody needs to start healing themselves because, to be honest, we're not getting younger, right?
Right.
It's gonna come a time where it's time to find you somebody. But if you
Right.
haven't healed those wounds, that person that you find that you're clinging on to, and you can always wonder, like, man, why are we stagnant? Why are we not going nowhere? Why are we not going nowhere?
Yeah.
That's because God is letting you know, look, that's not for you.
Yeah.
It's not for you. So you have to start healing that. You got to start looking within, because a lot of times we just go and we go and, oh, we hide what is really wrong with us. We hide it.
Wait, pause. Renegade, what's up? He talking about she knows she had been organizing the party. Talking about the Diddy party.
I agree. And then it's her talking about Stefan giving me money, Keandra getting that Uchi Coochie. Thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all for coming in. Because y'all, yeah, she definitely was organizing the party.
Y'all, it's crazy.
If Stefan had anything to do with it, he would have been organizing the parties. He would have been the one on trial right now.
That's crazy. Baby, they got Diddy and Kels. I know I would have been next.
This would have been hit. Back to, oh my God, back to it.
But yeah.
And I just feel like you said, as a Black people as well, when I was younger and people would be like, oh, therapy, da da. That person don't need no therapy. They don't need no therapy, da da da. Like, they're so against that. And it's not nothing bad. It was a time in my life where I had a friend who knew I was in a dark place, and she said, listen here. She signed me up for the therapist. And I think that was the best thing that happened to me in that moment, because one thing that therapist told me is, she said, that it's not nobody else's fault that I'm being used and I'm being abused and all that. It's my fault. And it's my fault off the strength of, when I was younger, I felt abandoned, and I have abandonment issues. So because I have abandonment issues, right, I'm playing my part in every relationship that I have, so that way these people won't leave me. And when she told me that, you ain't have to worry about me no more.
Yeah.
Realize then, dang, I need to chill out.
Yeah.
I need to start. She made me write down boundaries. It's things that they do and that they bring you, like they help you through.
Right.
I feel like when I had sessions with her, they would be heavy some days. And some days it'll be like, today I'm good. I'm okay, but on those heavy days, I needed a non-biased person to sit there and say, because all day long, my friends could be like, you're amazing. You're this, you're that.
Right.
But when a person really don't know you and they say, you know what, I could tell you have a good heart.
Yeah.
The reason why you're in the position that you're in is because you do have a good heart. It's different. So healing from that trauma, because then my stepdad left me. So it was bang, 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 bang. It was just one thing after another. When I started to say, you know what, it's time to let that go.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't even know you're holding on to that stuff. That's the crazy part. You don't even know you're holding on to that. But when you say it's time to let this go, I need to start healing myself. You find the person, no matter if it's a best friend or a spouse, you find the person that you're meant to be with, because you're not
Right.
searching for somebody out of not being healed. You're not trauma bonding with someone.
Trauma bond, God dog.
When you
That's a
trauma
that's a real thing.
when you trauma bond with someone, that's hard to let them go.
It's hard.
It's so hard to let them go.
Yeah.
So if let's say someone, you meet somebody and both of y'all spouse have passed away, and you bond with them on that. Y'all both are looking for what, another spouse, and
Hmm.
y'all both cannot see if you're good for me, because you know what? Guess what? We bonded through that.
Right.
We bonded through that. So now you about to be my new spouse,
Hmm.
but I can't even get through because I'm still mourning. Like that's just, I'm giving an example of trauma bonding. That's just what that is. You can't allow yourself to trauma bond with somebody. That
Yeah.
is one of the worst bonds that you can do, because soul ties are real. And once you do that and you soul tie and you trauma bond, it's hard to get rid of that person when you're ready to. When you
Yeah.
wake up down the line some years later and you're like, you know what? This is not what I want to do. It's not what I want to do. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Most definitely. It's doggone impossible for real.
Yeah, it
It
is.
is. It is extremely hard to let go of somebody that you know is not good for you. You know, deep down inside, you know this person is no good for you.
Right.
But something in you tells you that it's okay,
Mm-hmm.
that you can stick around, that they can stay, that it's
Mm-hmm.
not that bad. You
Yeah.
know, that's one of the hardest things and one of the hardest decisions I feel like people have to make for themselves is getting rid of that dead weight,
Right.
because it's not doing anything but holding you back. It's holding you down.
Yeah.
You have to get rid of the dead weight. You have to. And as hard as it is, whether it's a friend, whether it's family,
Get rid of that
okay,
day butts too. Yeah.
you gotta get rid of it. You have to get rid of it. My mama told me the other day that she feels like I don't come around the family enough anymore. That I don't call enough anymore. That I'm very distant and I don't make my presence known. And I
Mm-hmm.
had to try to explain to her, like, it's not that I don't love y'all, because I
Right.
do. I love y'all, right? I love y'all. But the trauma that y'all bring
Yeah.
that disturbs my peace, for me, it's not worth it anymore.
Right.
It's not worth it anymore. And I am at a place in my life, I feel like that if I don't, if it's no good for me, if it's not benefiting me, I really don't got to deal with it.
You know.
I don't have to deal with it, and I'm not going to deal with it. And you can't make me feel bad because I don't want to deal with it,
Right.
you know?
Right.
And I had to tell her, like, Mom, look, I love you, girl. You know I love you. But
Right.
every time I come around, every time I'm on the phone with one of y'all, it's always some drama.
Right.
And I don't want to hear it. I don't want to deal with that. I want to have a peaceful, stress-free life, cuz life is already hard enough.
True.
Life is already hard enough, and for me to have to carry all that stuff y'all got going on over there, I don't
Right.
want to do it.
Ain't got
I don't want
time.
to do it. I ain't got time. I don't want to do it, and I don't have to do it.
Yeah. And
So I had to really let her understand that for sure, that I don't want to do it. I don't have to do it either, because
right.
I'm already dealing with enough. I'm already trying to heal myself. I'm trying to get through the things that I'm going through, by myself.
Yeah.
and make it. And I take it one day at a time. Some days are harder than the others, but I do. I take it one day at a time, and I just choose. I didn't got to a place where hell everybody can go. Oh yeah, go
Right.
for real. If you're not benefiting me, if it's not bringing me some type of peace, yeah, I can go
Yeah. Get up out
and,
of here. I
and
understand.
get up out of here.
I feel like people can't make you feel bad for that. Like, you
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like, people always want to be like, that's your mom, that's your mom. You only get one. But when does it come a time? Not saying about my mom or your mom, but this is, or that's your dad or that's your grandma. Da, da, da. But when does it come a time that they realize that they're my mom or that they're my dad or that
yeah,
they're my grandma, and what they're doing to me is hurting me? And if
yeah.
I can't sit and have a conversation with you, right? We can't have a conversation and you hear me, because the older people, even when you're grown, they still feel like you shouldn't have a voice.
Mhm. They
And
still feel like you shouldn't have problems. You shouldn't have issues. You know, you shouldn't be going through that. Like what?
when you tell them about themselves, I
Mhm.
can't believe that you talk to me like this.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I don't know if this is in everybody else's community, but I know in the black community, they gonna call everybody.
Everybody, family down in Louisiana, know what I got going on.
They gonna call everybody. And I
Mhm.
feel like for me, that's that's not that don't make me feel like I could come to you. You
Right.
know, like we get to a family event and like, oh, I heard you was and who would you hear that from? Because it's only one person that knew that,
They
right?
knew that. Mhm.
Now you looking, now everybody looking at you. It's just that for me, no. I feel like
Yeah.
they don't have a sense of sacredcy. They don't have a sense of, I'm able to come to you. I feel like we are the generation making it okay for our kids to come to us.
Absolutely.
And I feel like for me, healing my trauma was being the best mom to Yanni that I could be,
Yeah.
because I never wanted her to feel how I felt, you
Right.
know. And not saying my mom is a bad mom, because my mom is an amazing mom. It was other things
Yeah.
that was on. And I would catch myself being with, men who had like short tempers. Like,
Yeah.
I would catch myself doing that. And my stepdad was like that. And not saying he put his hands on my mom or nothing, but it was like a little snappiness. Like, I don't know if
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about. Like, you could do something one day, then you do it again the same way the next day. And just because that day they ain't feel like dealing with it, you just snap on you. And you
Yeah.
always do that. I caught myself being with men like that.
Yeah.
And it took me to step back and be like, that's not the man that I want.
Right.
And I know why I'm doing this, because he's gone. And my stepdad was somebody I truly loved. I
Mhm.
loved him so much.
Mhm.
And when he went on and, got remarried and said he couldn't be my dad anymore, that hurt me. But I would
Right.
catch myself with men that would act like him. And it got to the point where I don't want that.
Mhm.
I had to heal that and say, look, that man is gone. That man has moved on. We got to move on too.
Right.
And I need to talk to myself, because my real dad passed away when I was younger. So all I
Mhm.
did have was my stepdad.
Right.
That's all I had. And that's the man who, in my head, when I dreamed about my wedding, that's who is going to be walking me down.
Walk you down the aisle.
Like as a little girl, you dream all these things.
Mhm.
And I felt like, oh, I have somebody. I have somebody. Like that was my dad. You couldn't tell me no differently. That was my dad. But then in reality, he wasn't. And he
Right.
was able to walk away when he wanted to. And I had to heal from that. And that was me as an adult. So I already was trying to heal from childhood traumas. And then you
Yeah.
punch me as an adult. So now I'm kind of set back because now what? That's another abandonment issue that
Right.
I'm dealing with now. So I feel like we have to heal from that. We gotta heal. We have to start taking time to dig deep,
Yeah.
to dig deep, and figure out if we keep picking the same person, right? Or if our relationship with a person is not going anywhere, or not, it's not just a spouse, that's a friendship. If nothing is flourishing out of that, why are we still there?
Right.
Why are we so stagnant? And sometimes you'll look in that person and you'll realize, you know what? That person protects me. That's why I'm staying here this long.
Yeah.
Because I never had protection. That person might do me this, but that person don't play about me.
Right.
That's because you're looking for protection in that person. Oh, every time I see that person just gives me hugs. They might talk about me, but they give me hugs.
Yeah.
You're looking for affection in that person. Stuff that you didn't get when you were younger. So when you are having a relationship with somebody, you need to figure out why am I here with this person?
Right. Mhm.
And then that'll let you know what you were missing as a child.
Child. Yeah.
Because you can't love where there's wounds at. You can't love won't flourish. I mean, you can always say I love you, but love
Mhm.
won't flourish where there's wounds at. And
Mhm.
that's just the truth.
Yeah. No, seriously, that is. Whew, child. That is.
I mean, this could be like a 2 hour long podcast. Trauma
Yeah.
is just I did write down what time is it? I had to write down our encouraging message today because I feel like this is so long.
Yeah.
So did you have anything else to add to it before I read what I wrote?
No, you can go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
You like you going to sleep over.
Mm-mm. Not today. Well, maybe when this is over.
Yeah. When this is over. When this is
Yeah. But no.
over. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with us. This is I thought I
I
was gonna
didn't.
cry
I
today.
didn't know you wrote it down.
I did. I definitely wrote it down. Um oh, there we go. Yeah. I did because I was like sometimes I'd be all over the place
Yeah.
and I wanted to make sure that I wasn't. So it started out by saying some people don't realize that they're loving from a wounded place instead of a healed one. That's what it started off. And it says, healing your childhood trauma before getting into serious adult relationships is important because a lot of us grow up searching searching in other people what we didn't receive as children. Sometimes that's love, sometimes it's attention, sometimes it's protection, reassurance, validation, or simply feeling chosen. And when we don't heal those wounds first, you can end up becoming emotionally attached to people who never were good for you in the first place, simply because they're temporarily filling a void. Then that can happen in friendships, relationships, marriages, and even family dynamics. A lot of people don't realize that they're not actually in love with the person. They're in
Mm.
love with the feeling of finally getting something they were missing their whole life. But healing teaches you that healthy love should feel safe, not confusing. It should feel peaceful, not draining. You shouldn't have to beg for a bare minimum just because you're afraid of being abandoned. When you heal yourself first, you stop choosing people based on survival, loneliness, or trauma bonds. You start choosing people based on peace, consistency, emotional safety, and genuine connection. Because the truth is, you can't build a healthy relationship on unhealed pain.
I still feel like even now though, I still feel like I have so much unhealed pain, so much trauma that I'm trying to sort through. Um, I have days where I just kind of sit and I just cry, 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 because I am trying to do my best to get through life, to not let the things that I have, and I have been through a lot. a lot. Sometimes I don't even know how I'm still standing,
Right.
but I do. I try to navigate. I try to work through those things. I try to, like I said, get rid of the people that don't belong. But again, that's so hard because I'm the type of person that I'm always gonna find something good, right? Something that I feel like is good, something that I feel like is beneficial
Right.
to me. And I have a hard time. I have a hard time letting go. I do. I have a hard time letting go of people, things, um, a lot of stuff. And it's just I'm learning. I'm still learning, and it's definitely not an easy process. It's not a happy process.
It won't
It
be.
and it's so long and so stressful. And sometimes I feel so bad for you because I'm calling your phone and I am just running my mouth talking about the stuff that I'm going through, trying to get through it, and I just feel so bad because I know she's tired of hearing it, Lord. I'm
No.
tired of talking about it.
Not at all. Not at all. I feel like you need that outlet.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
seriously,
that judgment free zone. Them words are tearing me up today.
tearing you up.
That judgment free zone.
Yeah.
Um, and when you're able to have that, and I feel like I'm gonna ask you this: what do you feel like you were missing as a kid?
Honestly, and this might sound so crazy, but honestly, I felt like as a kid I was missing that motherly love.
Mm-hmm.
I was missing the close relationships that most kids grow up with when they grow up with their birth mom.
Mm-hmm.
I was missing I was missing a family dynamic that that she tried to create for me and my brother, but the connection was never really there,
Right.
and to this to this day right now, like with my brother, like we thick as thieves. Like can't nobody tell me nothing. And he gets on my nerves. But can't nobody tell me nothing about Junie. And that's
Mm.
because we have that connection.
Right.
We have that family dynamic.
Right.
But I just never had it with anyone else. I never had that with anyone else. And for me growing up, man, that was so hard. It was so hard being in a family that don't really understand you.
Yeah.
You know, they don't really understand why you feel the way that you feel
Mm-hmm.
and why you're doing the things that you're doing because they saved me. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Because they saved me. Because yeah, it could have been worse, and it could have been worse. But that still
It's like
doesn't take.
what's worse than losing your mom and your dad?
Yeah, man. That
You get what I'm saying? What's worse than that? And although you didn't remember, I feel like also for me knowing you, you like protection too.
I do. I do.
You
And
liked protection
just
as a
and
kid.
I feel like I lacked a lot of protection as a kid because there was a lot of trauma that happened to me that I
Right.
feel like if I was protected the right way,
Right.
none of that stuff would have happened.
Right. That's true.
None of that stuff would have happened. So for me, it's just I don't know. I was missing so much growing up. I was missing so much growing up. So now with Elijah, with my son, like it's funny because his coach told me the other day that I baby him, and I don't feel like I baby him. I just feel like I'm protecting him. I'm
Mm-hmm.
giving him the protection that I never had.
Right.
I'm giving him the support that I never had, the love that I never had, the safe space that I never had, because I don't want him to ever feel like I felt.
Right.
I don't want, I wouldn't wish that on anyone, because that was hard. Growing up was so hard for me. And although I was blessed to have somebody to take me in and raise me and give me a pretty decent life, like we wasn't poor. Like
Right.
I got everything that I needed, but emotionally it's just, it wasn't there. The emotionally, the connection wasn't there for me, and I was just so lost for a long time. For a
Right.
long time, I was lost, and I don't know. It's just, it was so, it was hard, man. It was hard. It was so hard. It was so hard, but I'm getting through it now.
You
I'm
are.
learning.
And everything that you went through made you the person that you are today. And you are an amazing person, an amazing mom, amazing to everybody around you. You is kind, you is nice, you is sweet. I saw you about to cry. I had to throw that up in there. I saw you about to let loose on this.
I'm about to cut up.
I saw you about to cut. But
Oh my
seriously,
god.
yes, I know it was hard, but look at you now. And look how you're raising your son.
Yeah.
And you're doing it by yourself, and you get up every day and you make it happen. And sometimes our childhood traumas, they mold us into the parents that we are.
Yeah.
And either you're going to take the road that your parents took and make your kids feel how
Hmm.
you felt, or you're going to take the other road.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know what, let me figure this parenting thing out by myself, you know? So I'm proud of you. And
Yeah.
nobody told you
And
to do.
I always said, growing up, I always said if I was to ever have kids, because I used to want a really, really big family. I'm talking 4, 5 kids. But that one took me down through there. Not doing it no more.
4 or 5 kids.
But
Crazy.
for I used to want a big family because I never had one. For
Yeah.
real. You know.
Mhm.
But I did say, like, whenever I do have my kid, like, I don't want to be this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to be this kind of parent.
Yeah.
I don't. I don't. And I feel like I have been successful so far, because the man will tell me all kinds of stuff that I'm not even ready to hear right now. Like, what? Please relax. Like, calm down.
Like,
Like,
leave me alone. Go sit down.
please leave me alone. He told me some stuff in the car one day, and I said, Elijah, please don't let me wreck this car. Shut up. Hi, Storm. Hi, Larry.
Hello,
But
hello.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That was a lot. And I just pray that my son knows that I'm trying to be the best parent to him. I'm trying to give him things that I didn't have, and that's not just financially. That's emotional support. That's just knowing that you have somebody.
Yeah,
You're gonna always, and he's gonna always have me,
you know.
always.
I think
Cause
he knows that. You
yeah,
definitely get that. I don't think it's not a doubt in his mind um, that his mom is gonna leave him high and dry.
yeah,
I believe, like I said, that your childhood trauma really molded you into
yeah,
being the person that you are, and that is a truly amazing person. We are gonna heal from it,
yeah,
and we are gonna make sure we start to let those things go, and we're
yeah.
gonna figure out how to get through it.
Mhm.
Yeah, you got this.
Yeah. And Storm, you got it too.
Yes.
You got it too.
And I'm
Keep
pretty sure your sisters, they appreciate your protection. They do.
absolutely
They do. Because not everybody had older siblings to protect them. Some
right.
some of us was the older sibling. Me,
Yeah,
I know I was
yeah.
the older sibling.
And I had to protect my younger brother. It's been plenty of times I had to protect old Junie. Plenty of times. Like, boy, come on.
He gonna get so mad we calling him Junie on here.
He is. He hates that. Hi,
Hello,
Snow.
hello, welcome in.
Hey.
He's gonna be so mad. But yeah,
Yeah.
I just want to say to even our followers, like not followers, our viewers. Don't want to call
Yeah.
them followers. Our viewers that whatever you're going through, make sure that in the process of you going through it, you're healing from it as well. And I know that's hard, but
Yeah.
you don't ever want to hover something or, push something to the back of your brain. And then, like you said earlier in the podcast, it affects your everyday life.
Yes.
It affects your everyday life. When something is bothering you, it's always good to talk about it right then and there,
Mm-hmm.
right? Unless you're like angry, I like we said on I think our last podcast, give yourself about 30 minutes, maybe an hour, but make sure you resolve it, because when things go unresolved, it leads into bigger things.
Yeah.
So I just want y'all, as y'all going through life, start healing. We got to get on a healing journey.
Got to.
Got to get on a healing journey. In the beginning of the year, I was on my healing journey, and I really do feel like that helped me. I did. I didn't finish out. My bad. And life had happened, but I think I
Mm-hmm.
did up to maybe 16 days of doing something nice for myself. Sometimes we have to. We always spending money on everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
I take a little $5 and go get you a coffee, and
Yeah.
that will do something for you. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta turn your phone off and not
Mm-hmm.
because you need to sit in your thoughts and you need to think about, what is next for me. You need to,
Yeah.
get a notepad out, write down what you got going on. Sometimes when you just sit in peace, whoever you believe in will talk to you. The universe will talk to you. God will talk to you. Your thoughts will just come. And sometimes you have to just sit in peace. We got to start healing just as a people as a whole. We got to start healing because if we
Yeah.
got to start somewhere, we got to start somewhere. And if we don't start now,
Larry, you got to do something else than work. You got to find
no,
something that
you got to
makes
find
makes
a
you laugh,
balance, Lori.
give you a little joy. You
Yeah, you
have
gotta
to
find a balance, and that's another thing. All we do, everybody, we work, we work, we work, we work. Sometimes you have to find a
go to
balance.
sleep, wake up,
Sometimes you
go to
got to
work.
tell them, prepare the others, because I'm not coming
Please,
today,
I'm not coming today.
and sit in your bed. And everybody needs a reset. Everybody needs to rejuvenate. Everybody needs that.
Yeah,
I know that's right.
I know that's
But
right,
even,
Larry.
you hear
Big
me?
money.
Yeah. You got talking about, well, on a motorcycle, there's literal balance. Hey, if you
You
want to
right.
take a ride out at night, whatever you do,
Hey,
Larry,
so
sometimes you might have to tell them people, look,
hey, Storm. I've always wanted to ride on a motorcycle. I've never rode a motorcycle before. I'm a bit scary,
my
but
stepdad used
that
to
is
ride me
definitely
to the
something that I've
motorcycle.
always wanted to try for
My
sure.
stepdad used to ride me on a motorcycle
Oh, really?
to junior high, yeah. And
That's
he
so
would be like,
dope.
it was like such a moment for me. Like, oh
Yeah,
my God, like, and he would pull up, I would get off with my little skirt on, put my
yeah.
skirt down. I had to wear, long skirts. I would get off. He said, come to Oklahoma. Now we got people watching us
Oklahoma,
in Oklahoma.
yes.
Look at. Not you had to give yours up, Larry. Go get you another one.
Go,
Go get
Larry. You
you another one.
COO. You can buy 2 or 3 of them.
That ain't nothing for you.
That
That's
ain't
chump
nothing.
change.
That's chump change.
You got the fun youngs,
that's
lady. We know.
that's nothing.
Yes, but girl, we gonna heal.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure,
We're
for sure.
gonna heal.
It's just a.
Said nah. Uh,
But yeah, it's just it's a daily task.
yeah.
It's a
I feel
daily
like
task.
everybody needs to just do something for themselves each day.
Yeah,
It take $2 to go somewhere, and what? Let me give
mine's
it
is my
15.
nails.
Yeah, I gotta go get mine done. See, that one just
Yeah,
came up today, so I'm gonna do that
mine's
tomorrow.
mine's is my nails. I have to get my nails done. That's my thing for myself. Is my nails.
Yeah,
That's my thing. Is my nails.
that's true.
Spurs fan, boo. We Rockets fans over here. Well, I don't know about Kay, but I'm a Rockets fan. And Elijah is a Golden. Was it War? Is it Golden State?
Go to state.
Yeah, Warriors. Steph Curry. How many kids you have, Larry? You COO. So how many you got? since all your extra money go to them kids?
Nigga, that must be a lot of kids.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
You made it seem like you had 10.
I thought you had a good 6, 7.
Yeah, I'm not about to play with Larry. I'm not about to play with Larry. If you still doing it, please stop. Don't piss me off. My girl is actually really tired. That's why she's acting like this.
He talking about he was smart. You was smart. If you was smart, you would have stopped at 1. But 2 ain't bad either. 2 not too bad.
I got 1. She got 1.
Yeah, 2 not too bad.
But I kind of wanted 4 and 5. As a kid, I never wanted that many. I never.
I know that's right, Storm. Just 1. You have a boy or a girl? And how old are they?
Yeah, as a kid, I only wanted 2.
Yeah, I wanted a boy and a girl. I got my boy, and he.
Yeah, I wanted to have my boy first.
Okay, Larry has the boy and the girl. Good. Okay. Yeah, y'all doing good.
You almost to the teenage years. We will be here to walk you through that. God bless your soul.
God bless your soul.
Cause them girls.
No, for real. Because when Kay's daughter come over and she's talking, I'll be like, "Girl, what? I don't have to deal with this."
Oh, Larry's daughter 15, so it's mine.
Oh, Larry, you know what going on.
Yeah, I know they taking you through that over there. That's why you ain't got no extra money.
Not your attitude.
No, for real. No, for real. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's 1 hour right there, girl.
Yes, Lord.
That hour comes fast.
It does. It goes by so fast. He talking about, oh yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know she's taking them pockets to the bank. Mine do. So I know.
But they probably daddy's girls though too. Them daddies kind of let them girls get away with a lot of stuff.
They do.
They do. They so soft on them girls.
Mm-hmm.
It don't make no sense. And that's like, see, that's something that I didn't have.
Yeah, I didn't have that either.
I didn't have a daddy to go soft on me. Like,
I
my
feel
mom
like
was freak as fuck. And I didn't have a daddy.
Yeah, my stepdad, he did love me, but he wasn't soft on me because I wasn't his kid. Like, you get what I'm saying? It was not what my real dad would have done.
Yeah.
She said her husband let her get away with
that.
They will. They
will.
They definitely will.
All they gotta do is bat them eyes at them daddies, and it's over.
Yeah. Mom, get out the way.
It's over. It's over. Yes.
My child.
I was just saying, we was laughing at Yanni the other day calling her daddy. Like, boy, please get off this phone.
Right now.
Right now.
It's irritating. And then when she call him for something and he don't want to tell her no, he called me and go off.
Yeah.
I didn't ask you. Why you mad at me? I didn't ask. Why didn't you have the same energy with her? He end up sending it anyways. What did I have to do with that? Lord Jesus.
Yeah, these kids is they something else. Yeah, these girls is something else. I mean, I don't have to deal with the girl drama. I don't have to deal with that. But that boy is something else. I just
bless his soul.
Bless his soul. And he a Gemini, so one day at a time with him.
Child. Son, and daughter.
Never know what we get.
They're gonna get married.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. And then we'll be bonded forever.
They have no choice at this point.
Right. They really don't.
I need to go see how you arrange the marriages like they used to do back in the day. Girl, let's get off of here.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining tonight. Shout out to Larry. Shout out to Storm. Shout out to Victoria. All you guys who joined us tonight, I really, really appreciate you guys. Till next time, we'll be here every Monday, 7 p.m. Shout out to Swain family for hosting us, for having us here. We love all of you. Unfiltered and unapologetic. We'll see you guys. That told me down. Thank you, Storm. We'll see you next Monday.
See y'all next time. Y'all have a good night. Love y'all.
Y'all have a good night. Love y'all.
Ever drop a song and feel like nobody really heard it? No comments, no support, just silence. Uploaded, forgotten. Streaming numbers don't mean nothing. But what if there was a place built different? Where artists don't get buried, they battle. Where fans don't scroll, they connect. Where your sound actually gets heard. Swain Family Records. Music competitive arena, real battles, real fans, real connection. No gatekeepers, no fake hype, just music. And a community that listens. This is your moment to be seen, to be heard, to be part of something bigger. Join the movement, build your sound. This ain't for everybody. This is for the ones who know they got it and ready to prove it.